Hey everybody, Black Ninja 797 here, and welcome back to another video, guys. In today's video, this is going to be another episode of Myth Busting Mondays. I hope you guys ended up having a happy and safe Halloween yesterday. I did myself. It's one of my favorite holidays, and I just wanted to mention that before the video officially starts, even though it's just completely random. But yeah, guys, for today's episode of Myth Busting Mondays, the final myth is going to be really interesting, because this is something that you may or may not have even thought could even be possible. And that is going to be the myth. Can you aim down sights in Left 4 Dead? And of course, I don't mean like just aim down sights in general, because we already know you can do that with some guns in this game. But I'm talking about the other select guns. So like, for example, the secondaries and things like the AK-47, the model shotgun, stuff like that. The things that obviously can't aim down sights, the things without the scopes. That is going to be the final myth of today's episode, and it's a really interesting one. You guys will be really intrigued to see the results. And guys, by the way, before we do officially get into the episode, I normally don't ask for like goals or anything, but if we could end up having it where we could end up hitting around 10 likes on today's episode of Myth Busting Mondays, I really would appreciate it. I just want to do a little experiment, just see if asking for likes actually ends up increasing the likes. So let's see if we can end up hitting 10, and let's just see if that theory works. But yeah, I hope you guys end up enjoying today's video, and once again, at the end, if you enjoy, please drop a like. But yeah, guys, let's begin with the next episode of Myth Busting Mondays. Myth: can you get Noam Chomsky without winning him? Alrighty, guys, so here we go again with another Noam Chomsky myth. It's funny, you think that we wouldn't be able to get that many myths out of this thing, but nope, we actually managed to get several myths so far, and we're on to another one. I want to see if we can get Noam Chomsky without officially winning him and getting the 750 points at the Carnival game. Because for Noam Chomsky, you can see that he's locked away in this box, and that we shouldn't be able to get to him. And one of the ways that I'm just going to be trying to get to him is with no clip. I just want to see if just you can even interact with him at all. Because I tried already jump at him a couple seconds ago, and you guys saw that I wouldn't get like a random hit scan. I'm pretty sure they foolproof that. But I just want to see in general, can you just no clip and just go inside the box and we'll just like let you grab it? That's what we're going to be seeing. So we're going to be going inside the box. And once we are inside the box in a proper spot where you can really see him, we'll disable it and we'll just see what happens. So we disabled it, and he actually moved. So let me get out of the way. Let me like just get back outside the box. Can you do anything? Nope. You can't actually interact with Noam Chomsky. If you try to no clip, he will just teleport outside and he'll get stuck. Alrighty, guys. So the very first myth for today's episode is busted. You can't end up cheesing the game to get Noam Chomsky. You actually have to just do it the 100% legit way. So if you're just not the most accurate in the world, you may be taking a while to get him, but at the moment it's currently the only way you can get him in the first place. Myth: can you crown the witch with the grenade launcher? Alrighty, guys, so in Left 4 Dead, we all know that you can get really lucky with the witch, where if you have a shotgun, you can shoot her in the head and crown her. Basically, what you do is you essentially just insta-kill her. I want to see with whether or not that's possible if you can do that with the grenade launcher, because it's a goddamn grenade launcher. Why would you not be able to do this? If a shotgun can end up killing the witch basically at point blank, the grenade launcher should be able to. It just seems stupid to not to. So that's what I'm going to do, is I'm just going to go up to her and just shoot her in the face. And nope, I get a hit marker, even though I literally shot her right in the forehead. It took actually 2 shots. Maybe it's because of the splash damage, it's not a direct condensed shot like a shotgun shot is. That's the only reason why I could see that that would be the case. But unfortunately, regardless of the reason, you cannot crown the witch with the grenade launcher, therefore making this myth busted. But you should be able to, I mean, let's be honest. Myth: can you get to the sacrifice within the passing? Alright, guys, let me elaborate on this myth further, because it might sound a little bit confusing. Basically, what I wanted to do for this myth is I want to see if there's any old assets of the sacrifice map within the passing, because we all know that the passing is basically kind of like a remake of the sacrifice, and in specific areas we all know that this was old areas that you could originally get to within the sacrifice, and I just want to see if you can do that in the passing. So like, for example, the area I'm in right now, I want to see if you can go back to, like, for example, the final safe room right before the sacrifice finale, and it looks like I just keep getting out of bounds areas and it's just great. I tested the other chapters before this as well, but I'm just not going to show the footage just because it was literally nothing. There was nothing I could find. And this is just to show you guys that I at least did try this myth in general. So I am personally going to write this off as busted, because even though I didn't find it, and I know some people could theoretically find a potential spot, I don't think it actually exists. it doesn't make sense in the coding to end up having sacrifice assets within the passing, just because it just makes the map bigger, and you can't even interact with it anyways. It just makes more files unnecessarily cluttered. So I'm just going to write it off as busted, but it was at least worth a shot just to see if it was there anyway. Myth. Can you jump on a car without setting off the alarm? Alrighty guys, so we all know that in Left 4 Dead, that some cars end up having their car alarms active, which means that if you shoot them, or if you touch them, the alarm's going to go off and it's going to attract a horde of zombies. And when it comes to Left 4 Dead, the cars, we all also have gotten used to avoiding them, but I want to see if there's a way that if you can deliberately end up using them to your advantage, specifically using them as a means of transport. Can you jump on the cars, like let's say in the cemetery chapter of the passing, and not have them go off, which means that they would in turn save your life. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be activating no clip, and we're just going to be floating over direct spots above the car, and we're just going to be landing and not moving, because I personally, believe it or not, I don't know if this is necessarily a glitch, but I've landed on the car before and it's just not gone off. I just never have gotten successful footage of it, therefore I don't want to just be able to say like, yeah, this is confirmed, but I don't have footage of it. I think that that'd be a little bit BS. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be trying my best to replicate my set experience. So I'm just going to no clip over some cars, fall in a straight line. I'm not going to move, and I just want to see if there's just any dead zones. Now, if you pay attention to the captions on screen, you will see that the car alarm did go off on that particular car. I still do have a couple of other cars left. I want to give them a try. Now, maybe instead of no clipping, I decide that, hey, you know what, I'll just replicate the way I did before, where I just jump on a random corner. I even ran around on all the different edges to see if it maybe was a specific edge, but nope, this car did indeed go off. Alrighty, but we are not going to be giving up yet, though. So we have another car here. We have 2 more cars remaining. And even though it looks like I'm going to no clip at first, I actually decided to back out of it. And I'm actually going to be just jumping on the front of the car instead. I'm just going to be just jumping on the hood and just seeing if that works. And I personally don't think it's going to, just because it's such an inconsistent thing. And I just don't think it's going to work like in a realistic strategy type of way. But we got 1 more car left. So, okay guys, so this is what we're going to be doing. We're going to be no clipping, and I'm just going to land on the glass. Not the car, but the glass, and just see for whatever reason if landing on that helps it. Holy crap, it actually did. What the actual hell? I just guessed. I literally just guessed. And if you guys are not believing me, take a look at the captions. There is no car alarm indicator at all. And I'm walking even sideways a little bit. And yeah, I'm completely and utterly safe. I mean, there it ended up tripping it because I landed on a piece of the actual car. But wow, if you actually land on the glass part of the car and not the, like, you know, the other parts of the car, you'll actually be able to avoid tripping the alarm. This is huge, because if you can get lucky and you can get good at this, who knows, maybe you can end up using this to your advantage one day. So yeah, guys, this myth is officially confirmed. There is legitimately a way now on video that you can avoid setting off a car alarm by running on the car. It has to be perfect and it's very circumstantial, but it definitely exists. Dang, that last myth was so good it could have been the last myth. But yeah, guys, now for the actual last myth of today's episode. We are once again, I want to remind you guys, just in case you forgot, we're going to be trying to see if whether or not you can aim down sights with the non-scoped guns in Left 4 Dead. That's going to be, like I said, the things like the AK-47, the model shotgun, things like that. Because in Back 4 Blood you can aim down sights, and I'm so used to it that I want to see if there's any way you can be able to do it in Left 4 Dead, whether it be a mod, whether it end up being a a setting in the command console. No matter what it is, I just want to see if it's even remotely possible, because Valve games are really not known for your aim down sights capabilities. But let's just see what we can do. Myth: can you aim down sights in Left 4 Dead 2? Alrighty guys, so now this is going to be a interesting myth, because I wanted to just share with you guys my opinions on this before we get into the actual myth data. So when it comes to this is also going to be another one of my personal experiences. But the mod of the Desert Eagle that you're seeing on screen, this is going to be a big factor about what I'm about to say when it comes to this myth. So, in Left 4 Dead, we all know that by traditional means you cannot aim down sights unless it's with select guns. Now, these are usually the guns with the scopes, such as the hunting rifle and the military sniper. Now, in Left 4 Dead, with the scoped weapons, we all know that those are just hipfire only. However, some mods you can install that have custom gun skins can allow you to aim down sights. Now, since these are only mods, they are not officially in the game, and they all are subject to change. So one mod might end up working one day, and then when I go to use it, it might not. So, for example, the Desert Eagle mod, which I'm going to be going back to now as my example, this mod before, back when I've used it, and I swear to God, I swear it's in a video somewhere, if you guys can look around with me, just in case, but I swear to God, I saw this thing aim down sights at least once. And it's not because I ended up hitting a particular button, it's just that if you let the gun go idle for a while, it will just do it on its own. Which means that technically it would have done it, but I don't have the ability to replicate this because it just won't do it anymore. And so that is why what I want to do is when it comes to this myth, I'm going to be showing you guys the exact gun on screen, so that way you guys can be able to tell me personally if you guys have had this exact same experience and we can compare data. Or if you guys want to, you can also end up recommending me some other mods that do allow you to still currently aim down sights and weren't changed by the modder. Because I cannot personally find a single mod to safely install, at least, without like being able to risk my computer getting a virus that would allow me to have a gun that aims down sights. So for this particular myth, I'm leaving it at plausible, because I've seen it be done before, I have done it myself. However, though, I don't have the means to replicate it again, and if I can't replicate it again, then officially that means the myth shouldn't be unconfirmed. So yeah, that's why I'm going to be leaving it at plausible. Please feel free to let me know if you guys have had any experiences like this in the comment section down below. So yeah, guys, that's going to be another episode of Myth-Busting Mondays. I do truly hope you guys enjoyed. In fact, it was actually something that I think you guys will really enjoy because it was predominantly a Left 4 Dead episode, because there were 0 Back 4 Blood in this, and I know you guys like Left 4 Dead slightly better. But yeah, regardless of whether or not which games were in today's episode, I still hope you guys end up enjoying regardless. And once again, if you did, please consider dropping a like to show your guys' support. If you would like to financially support the channel, I would definitely appreciate if you could go check out my Patreon. It's always linked down below in all my YouTube video descriptions. Or you guys could use supporter creator code BlackNinja797 in all caps in the Fortnite Epic Games item shops, because Epic's my very first sponsor, and they're sponsoring today's video, so shout out to Epic Games. And yeah, guys, I hope you end up enjoying seeing another YouTube video from the most unique YouTuber you guys are ever going to see. Thank you for watching, guys, and peace out.
Hey, meme lords, Jesus here, and you better have enjoyed that video there by the eternal god Daddy Ninja. You should probably subscribe too, or the mighty Moab will come for your balls. If you enjoyed the video, you might like it too, and give me the memes. Flash, bang, boom!